Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is officially a welcome to my channel on the live stream for Twitch. And I am very excited to be doing a Thunderbolts review. Finally! I've been wanting to do a movie review so long and actually post it on YouTube. So I'm quite excited for this actual part of the video. So, enough talk. Let's get straight into it. I saw this movie in IMAX on Friday night. Okay, I went on 7:55 on a Friday night IMAX. It was relatively packed. It was honestly like nice to see that Marvel movies were still, people are still going and are enthusiastic about the movie. So I also went in with like mid expectations. I heard the reviews are pretty solid, but I didn't know exactly. I wanted to make my own opinion of it. And I'm happy to say the movie was pretty good. Clap it up. Clap it up. The movie was pretty good. I genuinely enjoyed the movie. It was 2 hours and 6 minutes approximately. I loved it. So let's get straight into it. Let's dissect this. Okay? Okay. Here are my takes. Guys. Here are my takes. All right, this is the good of the movie, okay? My take is Florence Pugh is a movie star cinema. Florence Pugh managed to carry this movie on her back, even though the weight wasn't as bad, that much. But she absolutely looked like a movie star, okay? This is known in Hollywood that she is a phenomenal actress, one of the best in the industry right now. And this movie, her price just went up ×2. Okay, because Florence Pugh was so good in this movie. I think her character was by far my favorite part of the movie. Her character was by far my favorite part of the movie. I enjoyed her character so much. Okay, and then so that was a big one big aspect that I really wanted to reiterate during this film is that by the end of the movie I was just like, wow, Florence Pugh is a movie star and belongs on the big screen. Cinema. Okay, moving on. The next aspect of the movie which I really enjoyed was the father-daughter dynamic. David Harbour, I believe is his name. I mean, their dynamic in the movie really hit the core. Like, I think my favorite part of the whole movie was their dialogue between one another in a certain part of the movie when they were getting heart to heart. And I was like, this is so good. It was so well written. It just made sense. And it was just amazing. I think the chemistry of Florence Pugh and David Harbour as father and daughter was really good within the movie. I think it was one of the better aspects in my personal opinion. And then not only that, which I very much enjoyed, it was the chemistry which I enjoyed a lot. Guys, okay, moving on to the chemistry between the entire team. I very much enjoyed the chemistry a lot. I didn't think it would have worked. The chemistry of like the Ghost, Red Guardian, like there was no way it would have made sense to me, and the chemistry of Sentry as well. But for some reason it did. They worked. It actually ended up working. And I was very pleasantly surprised of how well it ended up working well for like the whole team. So I really enjoyed the chemistry. I also very much enjoyed the aspect of Red Guardian being like, this is like non-spoiler still, of like being like the overall parent slash like the parent of like, the he's the one motivating practically. Okay. Another aspect of the movie which I very much really enjoyed was the character building. I think from the beginning of this movie to the end of this movie, there is character development and character growth, which I very much appreciate. I mean, I think it was a very well written movie for sure. I very much enjoyed the characters in the movie a lot. I enjoyed the characters in the movie a lot. I mean, I thought they did that. I think the characters were great. And then I don't know if this is a good thing yet or a bad thing, but bear with me. Yes, this was a Marvel movie, but at the same time, it did not feel like a Marvel movie. And I don't know yet if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because it just felt different than all the other Marvel movies we've been getting or they've been releasing lately. So I would have to say I'm still kind of making my own mind about whether it's a good thing that it didn't feel like a Marvel movie or a bad thing. But it works. It works. I mean, if you're gonna make a Suicide Squad, right, and then make it Marvel, it can't really be like other Marvel movies. And another reason why I didn't feel like Marvel is that this was a very mature movie. For example, the message of the movie, the theme, was not like, guys, let's beat the bad guy. Oh no, the world's gonna end. Like, there was a deeper meaning in the movie, which I actually very much appreciate and I think is very relatable for people who are not particularly like children. It's more on like the adult side, which I very much appreciated. Like the overall message of the movie was, I'm not gonna say what the message was, but it was definitely more on the mature aspect compared to other Marvel movies, which I very much appreciated. Now, the what's her name? I forget her name. The acting in this movie done by Florence Pugh and David Arbor, everyone did their job well. Acting was phenomenal. I think Florence Pugh stole the show, obviously. Obviously, she stole the show. And then, what's her name? Who was the? Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, amazing. We need to give. I think she was on Seinfeld. She grew up on Seinfeld, but Julia Louis, or what's her name? Yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus did a really good job acting. I very much appreciated her acting role within the movie. I think she did a very good. She was the first villain that was somewhat believable, and I don't know. I just felt it. You could feel the passion that went into the role or the filming of it. She was a total badass, which I very much enjoyed. And since I watched this movie in IMAX, this movie looked really good in the movie theater. This was a movie that I was like, from the opening shot, I was like, wow. It's a movie where, while I appreciate watching it in the movie theaters, it was cinematic and it was nice. The cinematography was solid. And it was just like, it just looked good. It looked good. The movie looked like a good high production movie, as it should have. You know? Now moving on to the okay/the bad. Okay, let me tell you the bad part about this movie. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there was not enough Century. There just was not enough Century. We really needed to get enough Century. They edged us. It wasn't enough. Okay, we needed more Century. That's practically like my main like complaint about this movie. And I would say the plot is okay. The plot could have been better. It could have been better. The message is still good, but the plot they could have cooked more. And now this is a big aspect. This is a huge aspect, which I think I just have this opinion because Marvel has spoiled us with the most unbelievable action sequences like ever in all of cinema. So the fact that like, oh my God, we didn't get the most insane, eye-popping, mind-blowing action sequence. I think that's just more of like, okay, we're used to seeing the most unbelievable sequences, but the action sequences in this movie could have been better. They were not bad, but they weren't, that memorable either. So the action sequences were okay. I think it lacked just a little bit on that part. And another aspect which me personally, I didn't enjoy was the sidelining of Winter Soldier. If you're wondering who stars in this movie and who is the lead, no doubt, Florence Pugh, David Harbour. No doubt. This is Florence Pugh's movie, and everyone else is just, a guest along for the ride. She owns this movie, but they did my man's Winter Soldier. I just wish he had more screen time. He didn't have enough screen time. I don't know. I'm not particularly fond of the decisions they made for his character arc or his character building anymore. He just kind of got sidelined. And I don't know. That's just me personally. But for an overall rating of this movie, overall rating out of 10, guys. This was an amazing Florence Pugh movie. This is her movie. She rocked it. Amazing chemistry between all the characters. Great message. I liked how it was more on the adult and mature side. And, I mean, it looks cinematic. Now, the big question, is Marvel back? I think for Marvel to be back, one movie isn't enough. I think they need to hit home run on at least 3 movies in a row for Marvel to be back, which Marvel has been on. It's just been downhill from here since like Endgame, honestly. So, out of 10, my rating of Thunderbolts Marvel Studios is, are you guys ready? A 7.6. Guys, that is a really good rating. Like, this movie is a good movie. It is a watchable movie. It is a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm going to go with my rating. I'm going to stick with it. 7.6 rating. I enjoyed it a lot. Now, the bar is so high for my rating to be a 10. So is Thunderbolt like the best Marvel movie I've ever seen? No. But it's definitely one of the better ones, for a fact. Now, with that said, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. I said movie. Thank you so much for watching this video. Oh my gosh. I'll put my live stream link in the link below. I would love for everyone to join while I do this live. I would have a lot of fun hearing the opinions in the chat of what you guys think about this movie as well. And then maybe we can discuss the movie all together, which I would very much really love to do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you want. And yeah, cool. All right, peace out, guys. Peace.